संतापिते सर्वतो ब्रजपुरे खेदै विह्वलौ वन्दे रूप सनातन रघुयुगौ वो संतापिते सर्वतो ब्रजपुरे खेदै महाविह्वलौ वन्दे रूप सनातन रघुयुगौ बालक कृष्ण कीर्तन गान रतन परम प्रेमामृतम मणिधि धीर धीर जनप्रिय प्रियकरौ हिमांशरौ चैतन्य कृपाभर भुवि भुव हरः वहन् तारक वन्दे रूप सनातन रघुयुग
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Ashok.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you beautifully.
Oh. 晚安，请接受我真正的敬拜，荣耀归于释迦牟尼佛。
谢谢阿叔。
So we continue our study of the beautiful nectar of devotion.
所以我们继续来学习非常美妙的奉爱的甘露。
By the mercy of our beloved Srila Prabhupada.
在我们非常挚爱的舍利帕帕的仁慈之下来学习。
He not only taught us how to love Krishna, but he showed us by his own example how to love Krishna.
他不仅教示我们如何爱 Krishna， 并且呢，他以身作则的向我们展示如何爱 Krishna。
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasata Deshatarine. Srila Prabhupada, even though he had such an incredible schedule to translate Srimad Bhagavatam, he wrote the summary, he wrote the nectar, gave us the nectar of devotion.
虽然舍利帕帕他日程非常紧张的在翻译着圣典布加瓦坛，但是呢，他依然还是为我们提供了奉爱的甘露的这个摘要的内容。
Because this is the summary study of the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu.
因为奉爱的甘露呢是 Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 的摘要。
The most important book on the science of devotion.
Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 是在我们的奉爱的甘露的科学中最重要的一本书。
Because it was written by Srila Rupa Goswami, one of the most important followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
因为这本书呢是由 Srila Rupa Goswami 所著的，他呢是Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu 的最重要的追随者之一。
Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Svayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Svapadantikam. He was the leader of the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan.
他是文达文的6位 Goswami 的领袖。
And they all contributed to write extensively on this science of loving devotion.
他们都做出了诸位的贡献，来注写关于奉爱的科学的广泛的著作。
Following the instructions of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
那么他们注写这些著作呢，都是在追随着 Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu 的训示。
Because Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the original teacher of the science of loving devotion.
因为 Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu 呢，是对于奉爱科学的这门科学的最原初的老师。
It descended to this Kali Yuga purposely to relish it and to distribute it to all of us, the most fortunate souls of Kali Yuga.
那他呢，是把这个奉爱的这个科学，就是他降临到这个卡利年代，一呢是为了要品味这奉爱的科学，另外一方面呢是要把这奉爱的科学，传递给我们在卡利年代的这些非常幸运的人们，非常幸运的人。
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. As we know, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Radha and Krishna together in one.
那么大家都知道，Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu 呢是 Radha 和 Krishna 的合并体。
Radha and Krishna are the highest expression of love of God.
而 Radha 和 Krishna 呢是对神爱的最高的展示。
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So let's read one of the prayers.
我们
to
现
the
在来
six Goswamis.
那我们现在再来读六 Goswami 赞其中的一首祷文。我虔诚的顶拜圣 Rupa Goswami、圣 Sanatana Goswami、圣 Raghunath Bhatt Goswami、圣 Raghunath Das Goswami、圣 Jiva Goswami 和圣 Gopal Bhatt Goswami 这六位 Goswami， 他们精于为利益全人类而建立永恒的宗教原则，去深入研究所有的启示经典，因此受到三个世界的尊敬。他们全神贯注于牧牛姑娘的心境，忙于为圣 Radha 和 Krishna 做超然的爱心服务，因此值得人们去寻求保护。
Nana Shastra Vicharanaika Nipuno Sadharma Samstapako Lokanam Itakarino Tribhuvane Manyo Sharanyakaro Radha Krishna Padara Vinda Vajana Nandena Mataliko Vande Rupa Sanatano Raghuyugo Sri Jiva Gopalako Vande Rupa Sanatano Raghuyugo Sri Jiva Gopalako. We are ambitious. Spiritually speaking, we are very ambitious people.
那么从灵性的角度来讲呢，我们是非常的具有雄心壮志的人。
To be ambitious materially is a defect.
但是如果要是在这个物质的角度去雄心壮志的话，那么是不好的，是个缺点。
But in spiritual life, to develop love for Krishna is the highest ambition.
但是呢，在灵性生活中培养出对 Sri Krishna 和 Radha 的爱是最高的雄心。
Because this puts us in our perfect constitutional position as eternal servants of the Lord.
因为这样做呢，会把我们放在我们最完美的作为主的永恒的仆人的这个原属的境地上。
So we need, if you want to attain pure love of Krishna, we need to practice perfectly pure devotional service.
所以，如果我们要是想得到对 Krishna 的纯粹的爱的话呢，那也就意味着我们必须要培养出做纯粹的奉爱服务。
So, and in order to practice perfectly pure devotional service, we also need to know perfectly what pure devotional service is.
所以，为了要做纯粹的奉爱服务，我们必须要知道什么是纯粹的服务。
Anya bilashita shunyam jnana karma dhyana vritam anukulena krishnanu shilanam bhaktirutama.
纯粹的奉爱服务是为了取悦 Krishna 的活动，既没有隐秘的动机，也没有哲学思辨和功利性活动的污染。
Important things to be always reminded.
所以这个呢是非常重要的，我们需要时刻去提醒我们自己的。So you asked me to read it?
Yes, if it's there, you have to read.
OK 开始呢，奉爱服务的唯一的资格是得到奉献者的仁慈，然后奉献者激发人产生对至尊主的吸引力。第二个呢是在 Vaidhi-sadhana Bhakti 中前进的资格是取决于人对经典的知识和信心的成熟度。练习纯粹的奉爱服务的资格是摒除了躯体化的生命概念，觉悟到人应该放下所有种类的欲望，特别是解脱的欲望，只为取悦 Krishna 而努力。
Please Krishna. Oh, endeavor only to please Krishna.
就是唯一要做出的努力，就是要让Sri Krishna 开心。
This is the highest form of love.
这个是最高形式的爱。
So we have been studying chapter 6, the how to discharge the devotional
那我们在学第
service.
6章，第6章的题目呢是如何做奉爱服务。
Actually, we already finished. We discussed the offenses, namaparada, and also the sevaparada.
其实我们已经学完了，我们已经探讨了 Nama Aparat 对圣名的冒犯，以及 Seva Aparat 就是在做神像崇拜的时候的冒犯。
And we remember we study the two negative things to avoid, the two activities to avoid.
我们大家要记得，我们还学过2件事情，就2个活动我们一定要避免的。一个呢是不要接近那些仇恨你想要爱的人，第二个呢是不该容忍有人亵渎至尊人格首圣 Krishna 和他的奉献者。
And we saw how to do if you hear blasphemy, what to do.
而且我们还听到了，如果我们要是听到了对至尊人格首圣以及他的奉献者的亵渎之言的时候，我们应该怎么办？听到亵渎性的话语，应该熟练的用雄辩驳倒对方。如果不能够做到以上的这个2点的话呢，那么第3种方法便是离开现场。中间我们有一点就没有说。
Yeah, the other one we avoid.
Yeah， 就中间的那个我们就把它给删掉了。
So this is what we covered, and we already start covering the 44 additional items of service, and we started also reading the items of sadhana. We already started this.
就刚才我们已经就是学到了这些内容哈，而且呢，就是这个44项额外的这个奉爱服务我们已经学过了。然后我们现在呢，已经看到了 sadhana 的修习的这些要点。
So we go to the next one, Shravanam, hearing.
然后我们现在来看下一条了啊 ，Shravana 聆听。
We know how this is extremely important because spiritual life begins from hearing.
因为我们知道聆听是非常非常的重要的一件事情，因为灵性生活呢是从聆听开始的。
And in this age of new technology with the internet and cell phones, we don't know how to hear anymore.
但是呢，在这个年代，由于我们有这么多的高科技，我们有这个互联网，还有手机，使得我们都不知道怎么聆听了。
Because there are so many things going on that we cannot fix our hearing on anything.
因为呢，现在有太多的声音此起彼伏，所以呢，我们就没有办法让我们的这个专注度放在某一个特定的声音上。
It's like our lectures online. There are so many that we end by not hearing any of them.
We're sorry, we end up not hearing any of them.
So many lectures online, and we end by not hearing any of them. We connected, but we don't hear.
Yeah. 那就比如说，现在我们在网上有好多好多的课程， 但是呢，我们可能都会接入到所有的这些课程中，然后最终结果呢，就是哪个也没听见。
We hear a little bit here, a little bit there.
那我们可能在这儿听一点儿，在那儿听一点儿。
So there are 3 ways to perform hearing.
那有3种进行聆听的方式。
One way is hearing the name of Krishna.
那么其中一种方式呢，是聆听 Krishna 的圣名。
And this is the most important activity of devotion in this age.
那么这个呢，是在这个年代去从事奉爱服务的非常重要的、最重要的一个活动。
When you say chanting the Maha Mantra Hare Krishna, means to hear the Maha Mantra Hare Krishna.
当我们说我们在念诵 Hare Krishna 的这个 Maha Mantra 的时候，其实它意味的是我们在聆听 Maha Mantra 的声音。
Oh, but I was told I have to chant only 16 rounds of Maha Mantra Hare Krishna. Nobody told me I have to hear.
但是我被告知说我必须要念诵 Hare Krishna 的这个 Maha Mantra 16圈，没人跟我说我得听啊。
And I just go on chant and hear other things.
所以呢，我就念来着。可是我念的时候呢，耳朵里面听的是其他的事儿。
So many other things to hear, and my cell phone is always ringing. Somebody send me a message.
就是有好多的声音都在此起彼伏。那我的这个手机就是不断的在响，因为很多人在给我发各种各样的信息。
So I have to pay attention to that also.
那么那些信息呢，我必须得给点注意。
But I continue chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama.
但是呢，就是我一边留着神我的手机上的信息，我还在继续的唱 Hare Krishna 的 mantra。
And my mind is always telling me so many things. I have to pay attention to my mind.
而且呢，我的心意呢，他一直在跟我说这个说那个，告诉我好多好多的事儿，我就必须得理他。
How can I disregard my dear mind?
我怎么能够不理我亲爱的心意呢？
So I have to listen to my mind.
所以我必须得听我的心意。
But I keep chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Rama Rama Rama.
但是呢，我还得接着念诵。
And go on and on. So many things to hear, but we don't hear the name of Krishna.
所以呢，就这样持续不断的进行着。然后呢，我就听到了好多好多的事情，可是我就是没有让我的心意专注在 Krishna 的圣名上。
And then when we are talking with somebody and we are not hearing that person, you're not paying attention to that person, what happens?
但如果我们要是跟某个人在讲话，可是呢，你有没有去听这个人在讲什么，根本就没有听到他在说什么，那会发生什么呢？
That person thinks is neglected and goes away.
那么这个人呢，他就会觉得他被忽视了，所以呢，他就走了。
So if you don't hear Krishna's name when we are calling his name, then Krishna feels neglected and he goes away.
所以说呢，当你在呼唤 Krishna 的名字，但又没有听到你在呼唤他的名字的时候 ，Krishna 就会觉得他被忽视了，所以他就走了。
We are chanting, but he's not there anymore.
也就是说呢，我们虽然在那儿念诵，但是呢 ，Krishna 已经没在那儿了，
Because we are not hearing it.
因为我们没有听。
And the other hearing is hearing about the pastimes of Krishna.
那么还有另外一个聆听呢，就是听Sri Krishna 的逍遥时光。
We love that.
哎呀，我们太喜欢听这个了。
Well, if it's not always the same story.
Sorry, it's not always the same story.
If it's not always the same story you like to hear.
OK， 就是如果要是不老重复一个故事的话，那我就特爱听。
Otherwise, I say, I already heard that pastime.
哎呀，这个故事我这消失我都听过了。
Can you tell me something new?
你能不能给我讲点新的呀？
Well, the fact is that every pastime of Krishna is always new and fresh.
但事实上呢，就是Sri Krishna 的每一段逍遥时光都是永恒常新的。
And you can keep hearing them, and it's always, always, always more and more relishing.
而且呢，我们可以不断的去聆听，而且呢，总是会在其中品尝到很多的滋味。
You remember the month of Damodar? How many seminars, how many stories of Damodar we heard? So many stories.
那我们知道，在达摩达2月的时候呢，我们听过多少讲座，听过多少关于达摩达尔的这个逍遥时光的故事，有
So
太多的
many,
故事了。
so many things are repeated, but we love to hear.
而且呢，在这个月的时候呢，我们会听到很多很多次的同样的故事的重复，可是我们就特别喜欢听。
So hearing the pastimes of Krishna is also a beautiful activity.
所以说呢，听Sri Krishna 的逍遥时光，它也是一个非常的美妙的行为。
And hear about these qualities also is very wonderful.
然后呢，聆听Sri Krishna 的品质也是非常的动人的。
The more we hear about qualities of Krishna, the more we develop the desire to develop those qualities.
因为我们越多的去听Sri Krishna 相关的品质，我们就越会有愿望想要培养出这样的品质。
And we have to develop those qualities if you want to join him.
而且呢，如果我们要是想要和Sri Krishna 会合的话，我们就必须要培养出这些品质。
So this is the three forms of hearing.
所以呢，这是3种聆听的形式。
So we have enough to hear during the day.
所以呢，在这一天中呢，我们已经听了够多的东西了。
We cannot say, "Oh, I have no time to. I don't have opportunity to hear about Krishna." We cannot say that.
那我们肯定不能说，我没有Sorry, I don't have the opportunity, right?
Opportunity.
我肯定不能说我没机会听到Sri Krishna 的任何的信息。
44, expecting the Lord's mercy.
然后第44是期待着至尊主的仁慈。
This is also very important because much of our life in this world, we spend suffering the results of our previous sinful activities.
那这个也是非常重要的，因为在我们这一生中，大部分的时间呢，其实我们都在饱受着我们之前的罪恶活动而导致的恶果所受的苦。
But devotional service so practical that it can transform that suffering into an opportunity for service.
但是呢，奉爱服务它是非常实际的，就是它可以把我们的这份苦痛给转化成一种对Sri Krishna的服务。
It just requires the right attitude.
那它只需要我们有正确的态度。
So there are 2 ways to practice Krishna consciousness in very adverse situations, very suffering situations.
所以说呢，就是在逆境中，在非常痛苦的状态下，有2种方式去修习 Krishna 知觉。
One, accepting the reaction as the Lord's mercy.
那么第一点呢，就是接受我们的报应为主的仁慈。
Whenever the devotee is in distress or has fallen into difficulty, he thinks is the Lord's mercy.
那么当奉献者他处于痛苦之中的时候，或者是处在一种很悲伤的状态下的时候呢，他就会把这个接受为是主给他的仁慈。
Repeatedly offering obeisance within one's mind.
在心中，在这个心念里面，不断的向主献上顶礼。
Oh, you people are crazy.
哎呀，你们这些人真是疯子。
You are suffering and you are taking as the Lord's mercy, and you even offer obeisance to the Lord for your suffering.
你们在受苦，可是你们把它看成是主的仁慈，然后甚至于呢，你还为了你在受这份苦向主顶礼。
Most of people are blaming God because of their suffering.
那大部分的人呢，就是因为他们在受苦，所以呢，他们会斥责主。
They say, if there is any God, yeah, you are responsible. Why I am suffering?
那么他们就会说啊，如果要是有主的话，有神的话，那你就得为我的痛苦负责。为什么我会受苦呢？
No, the devotee thinks, oh, read that.
Yes, it's still coming. OK， 那么这个奉献者他会怎么想呢？由于过去错误的行为，我们该受的苦远较现在所受的为甚。 所以我们没有得到应得的惩罚，这是至尊主的恩赐。我们所得的惩罚，由于至尊人格守神的恩赐，只是一点点。
Yes, I'm only suffering a token of what I deserve to suffer.
就我只是就我本来应该是受很多苦的，但我只是受了那苦的一点点而已。
When we start practicing seriously devotional service, Krishna accelerate the reactions of all previous activities, brings all them together so we can get rid of those sinful reactions in one lifetime and get clean back to Godhead.
那么，当我们非常认真的进行奉爱的服务的修习的时候呢，Sri Krishna 他就会加速我们在过往所积累的业报的这个报应显现的这个过程，他就会呢把所有的这些报应全部都给显现出来，这样就可以使我们在一世就可以清理掉所有的这些业报，然后回到守身身边去。
But it reduces the severity of their suffering.
但是呢，他会把这个人他所受到的这个痛苦的这个量减少。
But still, the life of a devotee is full of ordeals.
但是呢，一位奉献者的生活是充满了苦境的。
Because he has to deal with all those sinful reactions that common people who take many lifetimes to suffer little by little, go on suffering. But Krishna wants everything to be finished in one lifetime.
因为就是普通人呢，他会一点一点的去忍，就一点一点的去遭受他在累生累世所积攒的业报所给他的苦。但是呢，Sri Krishna 呢，他是希望我们能够在一世中就把所有的这些业报的这个苦痛全部都受完。
And when we suffer also, not only we see the mercy of Krishna, but we see also, oh, some bad karma is gone, some bad reaction is gone.
那么就是当我们在受苦的时候呢，我们不仅认为这是 Sri Krishna 给我们的仁慈，另外我们还会觉得，哎呀，我的这个业报被清掉了，我的一些业报被清掉了。
So the 45, 46, remembrance and meditation.
第45和第46条呢是记忆与冥想。
Remembrance means to think in Krishna in a general way, just think of him.
那么记忆的意思呢，就是想着 Krishna，就是以一种普遍的这种就普通的方式去想着他。
And we are encouraged to always think of Krishna.
而且呢，我们被鼓励着要总是想着 Krishna。
We say we should always remember Krishna, never forget him.
那我们就说到了，就是我们应该总是想着 Krishna，永远不要忘记他。
But meditation involves a deeper contemplation.
但是呢，这种记忆就会使我们，就是冥想会让我们进入到更深的一种观想中。
And Srila Rupa Goswami divides in 4 types of meditation.
Srila Rupa Goswami 呢，他就分成了四个程度的，就是4种观想。
So this is a real focus meditation on.
这些都是就是非常专注的冥想。
Meditation Krishna's form.
那第一个呢是冥想 Krishna 的形象。
There's so much information of Krishna's form.
那么对于是 Krishna 的形象来说呢，是有很多的信息的。
And you see, I've seen so many deities and so many beautiful paintings of Krishna.
那比如说，我们可以看到关于是 Krishna 的很多的非常美丽的神像，以及是 Krishna 的画像。
You can meditate on his form by visualizing his form.
那我们可以通过用眼睛看着他的形象来冥想他的形象。
Meditation on Krishna's qualities.
冥想 Krishna 的品质。
How he deals with his mother, how he deals with his cowboys friends, how he deals with the cows, how he deals with the birds and the monkeys and so many other creatures. It's so wonderful.
他和他的母亲是怎么打交道的呀？他和牧牛童们又是怎么交流的呀？ 它和乳牛，还有它和这个鸟儿，and something else, birds and
other so many other living
还有很多其他的这个生物体之间都是怎么打交道的呢？都是非常的美妙动人的。
Meditation on Krishna's activities.
然后呢，
so many pastimes.
然后呢，就是冥想Sri Krishna 的活动，那有好多好多的逍遥时光。
Krishna does not stop during the day, during the night. He does not stop.
那在这个白天的时候到晚上的时候，Sri Krishna 从来就没停过。
And meditation on devotional service to Krishna. What I have to do for Krishna.
然后呢，就是冥想对 Krishna 的奉爱服务。我应该为 Sri Krishna 做些什么呢？我应该为他做点什么服务呢？
What are the service I have to do tomorrow?
我明天应该做点什么服务呢？
From early morning
从一大早
until I go to bed.
直到晚上我睡觉。
This is chapter 11 already. We are discussing the aspects of transcendental service.
那我们现在呢就已经到了第11章了，这个是对于这个超人服务的方方面面的探讨。
This chapter describes some of the main process of devotional service.
那么就是这一章里面呢，就探讨了很多的关于奉爱服务的程序。
Servitorship.
一个呢是仆人的关系，主仆关系。
Means to be constantly engaged in some kind of service to the Lord.
也就是说呢，恒常不断的为主做服务。
There are two aspects in servitorship.
在主仆的关系中呢，有两个方面。
One aspect is called Kaikaryam. Forget the Sanskrit; it is too difficult. Karmarpanam. We perform direct devotional service.
那么其中的一个呢是 Karmarpanam， 就是我们向主直接献上奉爱服务。
The other one is Kenkaryam. We perform devotional service, but in the mood of the Lord's personal servant, personal attendant.
然后下面还有一个呢，就是 Kankaryam， 就是怀着仆人的心态去为主做奉爱服务。
The activities might be the same.
这个活动呢，可能是一样的。
But the attitude, the mood in these activities are different.
但是呢，就是在从事这个活动的时候的心绪是不一样的。他说 perform direct devotional service to the Lord. However, in Chinese, here it said that offer the fruit activities. Offer the the fruit of the activity to the Lord. Which one is what you're talking about?
No, it's performing direct devotional service in a mood of the Lord's attendant, Kaikaryam.
No, I mean the other one, the Karmarpanam.
That's performing directly devotional service, to offer the fruits of our service. See, we're gonna see more. We're gonna see. In Karma Paryam, we have more. We offer our karma, we offer the fruits of our duties.
OK， 就是在这个Karma Panam 的这个里面呢，指的是把我们的活动的结果献给至尊主。
Like whatever our duties we have some results, and we offer the results to Krishna. This is offering the results of our karma, which we call karma yoga.
那就是说，我们如果是要从事任何的活动，要履行任何的职责的时候，我们都会把我们做的这个活动或履行职责的这个结果献给主，也就是把我们的这就 karma yoga。
And the other aspect of karma panam is bhakti, where we offer the 9 main devotional activities.
但是这个karma panam 的另外一个方面呢，就是 bhakti， 就是把这个9种奉爱的活动献给主。
See, but this and Karmarpanam, we are offering. We are offering the results of our activities. Whether Kainkaryam, we are performing direct devotional service in a mood of a personal attendant to the Lord.
那
It's
所以说
it's more intimate, more intense.
所以说呢，在这个karmarpanam 这个层面呢，是把活动的结果献给至尊主。那么在kalyam 这个是怀着仆人的心态去为至尊主做服务，所以呢，就是在这个kalyam 的这种状态下，其实就跟主有着更加的亲密的这种关系了，亲密的这种心境了。
But you may say, but in this karmarpanam, there's also bhakti there, offering the 9 devotional activities.
但是你可能就会说了，那么在这个 karmarpanam 的这个层面中，那其实也有 bhakti 在这儿啊，因为是用这9种主要的奉爱服务的活动去向主做服务。
But this is still in practice. It's not like the other one with performing directly devotional service in the mood of a personal attendant of the Lord.
但是呢，就是在这会儿的这个 bhakti 献上9种的奉爱服务的时候，它依然还是处在一种习练的这种状态，它并不是像这边这个，就是怀着仆人的心态，直接向主做奉爱服务。
And Srila Rupa Goswami describes the mood. Say a person when he's acting in the service of Krishna with his body, mind, intelligence, words, is already liberated, even though he's in the material world.
那么 Srila Rupa Goswami 就说，就是当一个人用他的这个身体、心意和言语，在为至尊主做服务的时候，他其实已经处在了一个解脱的层面，即便他还处在物质世界。
Even is already liberated, even though is engaged in many so-called material activities.
那么这会儿呢，就即便是他在从事着很多的所谓的物质的活动，但他已经处在了解脱的层面。
So this is the example of Kenkaryam, because he constantly engages everything, mind, body, and words in the Lord's personal service.
那所以这个呢，就是Kenkaryam 的例子，就是他在恒常不断的把他的身体、心意和言语用于对至尊主的服务之中。
Whereas the other side, the left side, means they are practicing, offering the results of their activity, karma yoga, practicing bhakti, but in a mood of the sadhaka, practitioner, learning how to serve the Lord. Whereas in Kainkaryam, they are already serving in a mood of, is really acting in the mood of a servant of the Lord. It's very, very intimate.
但是呢，这个Karmarpanam 这个就是在咱们看的这个左边的这种状况呢，它实际上是在一种习练的这种心境下，在练习着为主做奉爱服务，然后把他的这个活动的结果献给主，然后以这样的方式在习练着 Bhakti。但是呢，在 Kainkaryam 就是在右边的这个状态呢，它是处在这种就是仆人的这种心境下，恒常不断的在为主做服务。所以呢，他跟这种做服务这种方式，它是非常的这种亲密的心态的。
So we are all servants of Krishna, and we are practicing how to serve Krishna. So we are in a stage of karmarpanam.
那我们呢，都是在习练着为至尊主做服务。那我们是处于这个练习阶段的这个学生的这个阶段，所以说我们都是 karmarpanam。
But Hanuman is totally in an intimate mood of service to the Lord.
但是呢，哈努曼他是完全的处在和主的非常亲近的主仆关系的这种状态下，在为主做服务的。
Totally, his body, his mind, his words, totally dedicated to serve the Lord.
所以呢，他是把他的全身心、他的身体、他的心意，还有他的言语，全部都致力在了对主的服务之中。
Sakyam, friend, devotional service in friendship.
Sakyam 是朋友，就是在友谊之情中为主做奉爱服务。
There are 2 types of friendship.
那在友谊之情中呢，也有2种。
This is seeing Krishna as a superior well-wisher, like Draupadi.
那么这个呢，是把至尊主看成是至尊的祝福者，比如说像 Draupadi，他的这个角度就这样的。
So Draupadi saw Krishna in the sense of her well-wisher, her protector.
那么 Draupadi 呢，他把 Krishna 看成是他的祝福者，他的保护者。
Yes, a friend, but more than in a sense of well-wisher and protector.
的确是朋友，但是呢，这种朋友的感觉呢，他把他更看成是他的祝福者和他的保护者。
Whereas Arjuna is in a friendly relationship, like very intimate, like a peer.
但是呢，Arjuna他和 Sri Krishna 之间的这种友谊之情呢，是非常亲密的友谊之情，就是像两个小伙伴一样。
So here is more intimate, loving relationship.
所以说呢，Arjuna 和 Krishna 之间呢，就是更加的亲密的友谊之情。
Then Atma Nivedana, surrendering everything to the Lord.
Atma Nivedana 是把一切都献给至尊主。
Atma Nivedana also means self-dedication.
这个 Atma Nivedana 它也指的是就是自我的奉献。
But such dedication must be maybe with or without feelings of dependence on the Lord.
With or without depending.
With or without the feelings of dependence on the Lord.
OK， 就是但是他的这种奉献，就是这种跟随，它是有或者没有，是依靠于至尊主的这种感觉的。
We're gonna see them. For his example, this is Bali Maharaj surrendering to Vamanadev.
那比如说我们在这图片上看到的就是巴里 Maharaj， 他就臣服在了 Vamanadev 的莲花足下。
Yes, he practiced Atma Nivedana, surrender everything to Krishna.
那么他在这里面所习练的就是 Atma Nivedana， 把一切都献给了至尊主。
He lost everything.
他失去了一切。
So he was not really with a feeling of dependence on the Lord.
那所以呢，他并没有一种感受，他并没有处在这种情怀下，就是依靠于主的情怀。
So the word Atma has three meanings.
这个 Atma 这个词有3个意思。
We're gonna see. Atma, if Atma refers to the body, then Atma Nivedana means fully bodily surrender.
那么如果是 Atma， 它要是指的是身体的这个意思呢，那么 Atma Nivedana 的意思呢，就是完全的以身体的全然的臣服。
If Atma refers to the mind, then Atma Nivedana means full mental surrender.
那如果是 Atma 指的是心意的话呢，那么 Atma Nivedana 的意思就指的是全然的心意的臣服。
And if Atma is taken as being the spirit, the self, the soul, then Atma Nivedana means full surrender of our self-identity.
但如果是 Atma 它指的是灵性的自我的话，那么 Atma Nivedana 指的是就是把我们完全的这个自我的这个身份全部都臣服了。
Like Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur in one prayer, he says, "My dear Lord, my mind, my household, my body, whatever is in my possession, my dear Lord, I offer for your service."
那么就像说了 Bhaktivinoda Thakur 他在一个祷文里面就写到了，他说：“我亲爱的主啊，我的心意、我的家人、我的身体以及所有和我的这一切相关的所有的一切，我都把它献给您。”
Now you can do with
献给
them.
您作为您的服务。
Yes, you can do with them as you like.
那现在呢，您可以想怎么用它们就怎么用它们。
You are the supreme possessor of everything.
您是一切的至尊的拥有者。
If you like, you can kill me.
如果您要愿意的话呢，您可以杀了我。
If you like, you can give me protection.
如果您要是愿意呢，您可以保护我。
You have everything belongs to you. I have nothing to claim as my own.
那么您拥有一切属于您的东西，我不能够宣称任何一样东西是属于我的。
So this includes the whole three types of Atmanivedana.
那所以呢，就他的这个导论里面呢，就包括了这3种的Atmanivedana。
The body and physical things, my mind and myself, all belong to you.
那一个呢是这个身体以及物质的所有这些东西，以及我的心念，以及我的自我，全部都是属于您的。
So this is what means full surrender.
所以这个就叫做全然的臣服。
This is offering a favorite article.
那这个呢是把就是喜欢的东西献出来。
So we may offer one's own favorite articles to the Lord. What we consider favorite to us, we offer to the Lord.
那我们呢是把我们觉得自己很喜欢的东西献给主。
Like this lady decided to offer her fruits to the Lord because she was enchanted by Krishna.
比如说，就是这个玛塔吉，那他呢是因为被Sri Krishna 给迷住了，所以呢他就把他的这些水果都献给了Sri Krishna。
And the other way of offering is to offer to the Lord his own favorite articles, like peacock is his favorite, the flute is his favorite. So we offer what is favorite to the Lord.
那么还有一种这个供奉呢，就是把主喜欢的东西供奉给他。比如说主他特别喜欢的笛子，所以呢我们就把笛子献给主。
Like in our home deity worship, we offer the food to the Lord that we like to eat. Our favorite dishes we offer to the Lord.
比如说我们在家里面的这个家庭供奉的时候呢，我们就会把我们喜欢吃的食物供奉给主。
But in standard temples that Srila Prabhupada established around the world, we offer to the Lord, to the deity, what is favorite to the Lord.
但是呢，在这个神庙里面，就是由舍拉爸爸在世界各地所建立起来的这个标准神庙里面，是把主所喜欢的东西献给他。
So this is what we cook for the Lord, is what is favorite to the Lord.
那么这个呢，是我们为主所这个烹制的食物。那这个食物呢，是他非常喜欢吃的。
So this is a better form of service.
所以呢，这个就已经是更好的一种形式的服务了。
Performing all endeavors for Krishna.
然后呢，是为 Sri Krishna 献出一切努力。
Everyone can perform any of this aspect of sadhana. Anyone can perform.
就是关于这个 sadhana 的这些方面的每一个人其实都是可以去做的。
Even devotees or people who are engaged in worldly activities, they can offer the results of their endeavor for Krishna. Some, or at least some.
就比如说从事从事世俗活动的这些奉献者，那他们也是可以把他们活动的结果的一部分献给主。
Srila Prabhupada gives a very modern application of this item. He said, a devotee, if he has a factory, a business, he can offer the fruits of his business in service to the Lord.
那么舍利帕帕呢，他就按照现代人的这个方式，然后也给了这个相应的这种建议。那么他就说呢，哪怕一个人他是在工厂里面工作，或者是做生意，那他都可以把他的这个工作的这个结果献给主。
Sharanapati, being a surrender soul.
Sharanapati 就是成为一个皈依的灵魂。
So it's a little similar to Atmanivedana.
那么这个呢，其实和 Atmanivedana 全然的皈依是有点像的。
But there is a subtle distinction between Atmanivedana, where we surrender everything to the Lord, or Sharanapati, where we become a surrender soul.
Atmanivedana 是把我们的一切都献给主。 那 Sharanapati 的意思呢，是让自己成为一个臣服的灵魂，这两个之间是有一点点区别的。
Means, and Sharanapati means we consider ourselves completely subservient, completely protected by the Lord.
这个 Sharanapati 的意思呢，就是我们认为自己是完全的服从于主的，就我们完全是被主所保护着的。
Whereas in Atmanivedanam, maybe this feeling of subservience or protection by the Lord is there or not. In Atmanivedanam, might be there or not.
但是呢，在 Atmanivedanam 里面呢，就是这种服从，就是自己是一个服从的灵魂的这种感觉，也许可有，也许可能会有，也许没有。
Like we saw an example of Bali Maharaj.
比如说巴里马尔的例子，
We was without feeling of subservient dependence on the Lord.
他其实他就没有感到他是投靠依靠于主的。
He was forced to surrender himself to the Lord. Of course, he voluntarily, he told the Lord, put your foot on my head, but he had no other option.
他呢其实是被迫才皈依的，就是他被迫才把一切都献给主的。虽然说他是自己主动提出来，让主把他的莲花足放在他的头上，但是呢，他当时不这么说，他也没有其他的办法了。
And we don't hear that he went back to Goloka Vrindavan.
而且我们也没有听到巴里马尔他回到了狗洛克文达文。
Certainly, he went to a very elevated planet in the lower planetary systems because he had. But and the Lord became his own personal guard. But he didn't go to Goloka Vrindavan, at least in that lifetime.
但是他是去到了低等星宿的一个很高的位置，并且呢是在低等星宿高的那个位置上，那个其实是主所居住的地方，他成了主在那个星球里面的护卫。但是呢，他并没有去到格洛克文达文，至少在那一世他没有去到格洛克文达文。
So is self-surrender was without subservient, that natural subservient dependence on the Lord.
所以说呢，就他的这个皈依呢，并没有这种很自发自愿的投靠于至尊主的这个心绪在里面的。
Like we see in Srila Prabhupada himself.
那比如说我们在 Srila Prabhupada 身上就看到了这一点。
Srila Prabhupada was totally in the mood of Sharanapati, being a surrender soul to Krishna.
那么 Srila Prabhupada 呢，他是完全的处在 Sharanapati 的这个心境之中，他就是做了一个投靠服从的至尊主的灵魂。
What we call a sold out soul to the Lord. He was totally surrendered to the Lord for whatever the Lord wanted him to do.
他就是完全把自己出卖给主的灵魂，也就是说呢，他完全的臣服于主，他要让自己去做任何主让他做的事情。
So this is the subtle distinction between Atmanivedanam, surrender everything to the Lord, or being a surrendered soul.
那所以这就是阿特曼尼维的呢，把一切都归于主，与这个 Saranapati 成为一个投靠服从的灵魂之间的区别。
So Atmanivedanam is one of the 9 processes of devotional service in practice.
那么这个Atmanivedanam 呢，是我们在习练9项奉爱服务中的其中一项。
Whereas being a surrender soul is already the position of a self-realized soul.
但是呢，
pure devotee, unalloyed pure devotee.
但是呢，他如果成为了一个投靠服从的灵魂，那也就意味着他其实已经是一个完全纯粹的奉献者了，他已经是一个自我觉悟的灵魂了。
And serving sacred trees like the tulasi.
下面这第3条呢是服务神圣的植物，比如说服务图拉西。
We already mentioned this briefly in the beginning in the first 10 items, positive items of devotion.
那在这个我们在提到奉爱服务的10项，这个有意义要做的事情的那段里面，我们已经讲过这个了，已经提到了这一点。
But here is really stressing the importance of serving Tulasi. There was Tulasi, banyan trees, the cows, the brahmanas, the devotees all together. Here is particularly offering bhakti, offering devotional service to Tulasi Devi.
当时我们在谈那10项内容的时候呢，那里面谈到的是，就是要服务托勒喜、服务乳牛、服务榕树，还有这个奉献者等等，那个是就是所有都加在一块儿的。但在这儿这第53条呢，是特别强调要服务托勒喜。
Service to Tulasi Devi is one of the most, in one sense, one of the most easiest service.
那么服务托勒喜 David 其实从某种意义上来讲呢，是最容易做的一个服务。
But it's so simple that we tend to neglect how auspicious it is.
但是呢，就是由于这个服务呢太简单了，所以以至于我们就有可能会忽略到，它是多么的吉祥的一个服务。
So many devotees think to grow tulasi because we need to collect leaves to put in the offering to the Lord.
有很多奉献者呢都觉得应该种托勒喜，因为呢我们得从托勒喜上面取这个叶子，然后供奉给主。
But tulasi is much more than just a leaf supplier.
但是托勒喜它除了是一个叶子的供应商之外，还有很大其他的这个益处。
The fact that an offering is not accepted by the Lord if there is not a Tulasi Devi, it's a Tulasi leaf, already shows that she is very special.
就是在供奉的时候，如果是没有托勒西叶子在供奉的食物上显现的话，主是不会接受这个供奉的。这一点就已经证明了托勒西 David 是非常特别的。
Oftentimes we don't think of that. Oh, you just take a leaf, put on a plate, that's all. But you don't think why the Lord does not accept offering if it's not Tulasi Devi there.
其实呢，我们就经常是想当然了，就 OK， 就赶紧就弄片叶子，然后把叶子给放到这个食物里面，然后就供奉就好了。但其实我们并没有进一步的思考，为什么没有放托勒西的叶子，主就不接受呢
？Tulasi is so auspicious.
托勒西是非常的吉祥的。
Is so dear to Radha and Krishna.
因为呢，它是深深的被 Radha 和 Krishna 所爱着。
Without Tulasi's mercy, we cannot enter in the pastimes of Vrindavan with Krishna.
如果是没有托勒西的仁慈的话，我们是不可能进入到在 Vrindavan 的和 Krishna 的逍遥的。
That's why we all wear Tulasi beads on our neck.
那就是为什么我们总是在我们的脖颈上会戴托勒西的珠子。
Because Tulasi is Tulasi is very close to us and it can protect us.
因为呢，托勒西它，因为如果要是把托勒西的金珠戴在我们的脖子上的话呢，那就和托勒西保持很近的这种距离，它就会保护我们。
Protect us from any deviation in the process of devotional service.
它会保护我们，不偏，就是不会，在奉爱服务的过程中偏到很多其他的地方去。
We chant holy names on Tulasi beads.
我们在托勒西的念珠上念诵圣名。
Why? Because without the mercy of Tulasi Devi, we cannot chant the holy names.
为什么呢？因为如果是没有托勒西 David 的仁慈的话，我们是没有办法念诵圣名的。
So we need the touch of Tulasi, the beads of Tulasi, the mercy of Tulasi.
所以呢，我们就需要去触碰托勒西的念珠，从而呢，通过这样的触碰，得到属于托勒西的仁慈。
Yes, it comes in a simple plant that we can put in a pot, put in our window.
那当然就是这个，托勒西它是就是这么一株简单的植物，然后我们就把它给种在了盆里面，然后把这盆放在窗台上。
She looks so fragile.
她看着还挺弱的。
If you don't take nice care of her, she can even leave her body.
如果要是不好好照顾她的话呢，她甚至会离开她的躯体。
But simply by seeing, our lives become auspicious. Simply by seeing Tulasi.
但是呢，我们仅仅是看着图勒西，我们的生活就会变得what our life will become
auspicious.
那我们的这个生命就会变得很吉祥。
Simply by bowing down before Tulasi, we get the opportunity to attain Krishna Bhakti.
我们只是向图勒西顶拜，我们就能够得到 Krishna Bhakti。
Simply by praying to Tulasi Devi, we can attain devotion to Radha and Krishna.
那我们只是向图勒西祈祷，我们就能够得到 Radha 和 Krishna 的仁慈。
Hearing about Tulasi,
聆听图勒西，
serving Tulasi,
向图勒西献上我们的服务，
it's all so auspicious.
这些都是非常的吉祥的。
And it's such a simple thing. It's just a little plant.
但是呢，这些事儿都特别的简单，因为图勒西它就只不过就是这么一小株植物。
But she is so auspicious.
但是呢，它却是如此的吉祥。
Very dear confidant of Radha and Krishna.
他呢是 Radha 和 Krishna 的非常这个亲密的 confident。confident， 他是这个，他的亲密的同游。
So without her mercy, we cannot attain love of Radha and Krishna.
所以如果要是没有图勒西的仁慈的话，我们是没有办法得到 Radha 和 Krishna 的爱的。
See, that's why you see sometimes in Vrindavan, some devotees have so many tulasis over their necks.
所以说有的时候我们在稳达们的时候呢，就会看到好多奉献者，他们在脖子上会戴好多图勒西。
Because they want to be protected, always surrounded by tulasi, because there's so much auspiciousness.
因为呢，图勒西实在是太吉祥了，所以呢，他们就希望有很多的突系都能够戴在他的脖子上，这样能够就是围绕他在他的这个身边来保护他。
So remember Tulasi Devi that is there in your room, if you have one, to offer obeisance, to take nice care of her, and to pray to her, to develop love for Krishna.
那所以说呢，如果我们在家里面要是有这么一盆托勒西植物的话，我们千万不要忘了顶拜它，然后呢，要好好的服务它，并且呢，要向它祈祷，能够祈祷他的仁慈，让我们能够服务 Radha 和 Krishna， 就达到 Radha 和 Krishna 的爱。
Don't see her just as a leaf supplier.
所以呢，不要把图勒西 David 只看成是一个向我们提供叶子的供应商。
Thank you very much.
非常感谢
Srila
大家。
Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Rupa Goswami ki jai. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai. So if we have any questions, we can discuss now.
那所以现在如果我们大家有任何问题的话呢，我们就可以来展开探讨了。Hare Krishna， 亲爱的大家有没有问题？有问题的话，就赶紧抓住这个机会和阿叔探讨啊！不要让阿叔等的时间太长。
Haribol?
Yes, 阿叔。
Did you say anything?
Yeah, well, yes. I am just encouraging everyone. If they have any comments and any questions,
Okay,
ask Ashu.
they are processing.
Yeah.
They are in a processing stage.
Yeah. I think Sumuki Radhamaji has a question, but maybe she's still printing. She's typing. Yeah. 从贡献 Radha Maji she said that 顶拜阿叔和奉献者们，请问把一切献给主，对于奉献者来说，我们似乎没有什么可以奉献的。Okay, well, she said that Atma Nivedanam. It seems that that is offer everything to the Lord. However, as a devotee, it seems that we don't have anything to offer to the Lord. 只要把所有的时间和都用来服务的奉献者，这算是一种一切吧。Okay, but if right now, if we dedicated all our time to render the service to the devotees of the Lord, is this can be considered as the Atma Nivedana? 阿叔
Service to the Lord or service to the pure devotees of the Lord is the same.
对，就是服务奉献者跟服务主的奉献，服务主跟服务主的奉献者是一样的。
Yeah, there's no difference. Actually, service to the devotees of the Lord is even more pleasing to the Lord.
对，这俩之间没有区别。实际上呢，就是服务主的奉献者要比服务主让主更开心。But 他说 ，What she asking is that an Atmani Vedanam, if we dedicated all our time to serve the devotee of the Lord, cannot be considered as Atmani Vedanam. Because other than time, we don't have anything to give. So she's asking if we give the time, would that consider as the Atmani Vedanam?
Time is important, but here you can see, you can surrender your body, your senses, surrender your mind, and surrender yourself, your identity to the Lord.
但是您说您没有什么可奉献的，可是在这儿这个上面就写的说，您可以把你的躯体，还有把您的心意，还有就是把您自己的这个身份都献给主。
You are your mind, your household, your body, whatever you possess, everything belongs to the Lord.
就是比如说您的心意，然后您的家，还有就是你的财产，你所拥有的所有的一切，其实都是主的。
And you yourself belong to the Lord. The Lord can use you as He likes.
而且您自己本人也是属于主的，主他可以按照他自个儿想的方式去运用您，去用您。
That's what means full surrender.
那这个呢，就被称为叫全然的臣服。
It's not that easy.
不容易。
Offering the activities of our senses, offer the activities of our mind, offer ourselves totally to the Lord. This is very high level of devotional service.
就是把我们的心意，把我们的这个感官，以及把我们的这个身份的所有的这些活动，全部都献给主。这个其实是一个非常高的境界的皈依。
This is what Srila Prabhupada exemplified to us.
那么这个呢，是说帕帕向我们做出来的表率。
Totally dedicated to the service of the Lord and His devotees. Totally, no time for himself.
就是完全的把他的时间全部都用于服务主和主的奉献者，他完全没有时间去顾及自己。
Just the bare minimum is to eat and take a little rest. The rest of the time was for the service of others, service to the Lord.
他只是呢用一点点的时间来休息。然后除了这一点点休息时间之外的其他所有的时间都是在服务主和主的奉献者。
Next question.
The next question from Santi Rupa Mataji. 顶拜亲爱的阿叔，顶拜大大，顶拜您，请问阿叔，有的时候呢很小心服务托拉西女神了，但是因为冬天的时候天气太冷，托拉西女神还是会隐迹，这样是冒犯吗？阿叔 please accept my humble obeisances to you. Well, my question is that sometimes I'm already very carefully to serve Tulasi Devi. However, because of the cold weather in winter, So Tulasi Devi, left anyway. So is this offense?
Depends.
就要看情况。
Each situation is particular. You could have neglected as maybe you try your best, but still she left.
就因为有可能是疏忽了，那有可能呢是已经是尽了全力了，可是他依然还是离开了。
It could be that you missed to do something that was important, or could be just naturally she left.
就是有可能是因为您可能错过了做一个非常重要的事情，就是去照顾他的这个事情，然后使他离开了，或者就是他就到时候就得离开了。
Many devotees grow tulasis in very severe conditions, and they grow nicely.
那有很多奉献者呢，都是在非常恶劣的环境下在种植tulasi，而这些tulasi呢又都长得特别的好。
But it's true, after some time they leave. After some time they leave.
但是呢，这个事实就是在隔了一段时间之后呢，他们就离开了。
But should not be because of our neglect.
Sorry, should not what?
Should not be because of our neglect.
OK， 但是呢，tulasi他的这种引介，他的离开，并不能就不要是因为我们疏忽了，没有照顾好他，让他离开。
Sometimes also tulasi leaves because we do some nonsense.
那有的时候呢，也是因为我们做一些乱七八糟的事儿，使得tulasi离开了。
We don't follow everything properly, so tulasi doesn't feel happy to be there with us.
那所以呢，就比如说我们没有很恰当的去做每一件事儿，使得tulasi他就觉得跟我们在一块待着不开心，所以他就走了。
So there are many reasons why she can leave.
那所以呢，关于tulasi离开的引介的这个事情有很多原因的。
But of course she does not die.
当然了，但是tulasi他其实不会死。
But she leaves, and we are bereft of her association.
但是呢，他离开了，所以呢，我们就失去了和他的联谊。
And that's a great pity.
那这个是很遗憾的一件事情。
So then if you get a second one or third one, then make sure that you are more careful.
所以呢，如果你要是在第二次或者第三次在种植tulasi的时候呢，要确保要更加的小心一些。
Next question.
Radha 马达吉啊，顶拜阿叔，顶拜翻译马达吉，顶拜您马达吉。请问家里有吃肉的人，家里可以养tulasi吗？阿叔，my humble obeisances to you. My question is that if the family members have someone to take meat as a meal, is that okay for us to raise the tulasi in this kind of situation?
Only if you can put tulasi in a room where these people regular don't go.
就是如果你要是把这tulasi放在一个你们家的这个房间里面，但是那些吃肉的家人呢不会到这个房间里面去的话，这样的情况下你就可以种tulasi。
And they should not take care of tulasi.
而且呢，就是家里面的这些食肉的人，他是不能够照顾tulasi的。
Tulasi has to be taken care of by a devotee.
所以呢tulasi呢，他就必须要被一位奉献者照顾。
So if the environment is not suitable, don't grow tulasis.
所以说呢，如果是这个环境不对的话，就不要种tulasi。
And ask some devotees to give you leaves.
所以呢，你就可以跟一些奉献者要这个tulasi的粒子，不是tulasi的叶子。I saw something wrong with your microphone. I don't know what happened.
What happened? You don't hear?
No, I mean there was some noise there.
Some noise.
And then sometimes you are like in the box, and sometimes you're out.
Okay, I'm gonna put my earphones again because I took out the earphones.
Okay.
Okay, next question.
Next question from Sumuki Radhamaji. 包括自己的家人和所得的一切，觉得更多的是给主，这更多的是主给了我们的一切，我们真是没有什么能够给主的，身心灵都是献给主。有时候 Krishna 以一种我们不是很舒服的方式来用我们， 比如服务被误解、被攻击等等，还要继续平静的去做，这个就不太容易啊。苏木给让忘记，刚才阿说他其实解释了你前面这一部分，呃其实是吧？但是我阿说 anyway，苏木给让忘记 has some add-on comments based on what you answered her earlier. She said that including our family member and whatever what we have. However, we still don't feel that we have anything to give to the Lord. But I feel actually it's the Lord to offer more things to us than we give it to Him.
Yeah, of course we have so much to. You have to give yourself to the Lord.
对，就是我们要把自己要献给主。
Or give your thoughts to the Lord.
或者是把我们的这个心，就是把我们的想法要献给主。
What about giving your words to the Lord? Always using all words to chant or glorify the Lord or talk about the Lord.
或者呢是把你的话语献给主，比如说总是在说话的时候就念主的圣名，或者是在荣耀主的这个在荣耀主。
And you have a body with senses, and the senses are active. What about giving the results of your sense activities to the Lord?
还有呢，就是我们的身体呢是有感官的，感官是在进行活动。那如果我们要是把所有的这些活动的结果都献给主呢？
Why you say you don't have anything to give?
所以为什么你会说你没有什么东西给主呢？
Oh, so much to give.
哎呀，实在有太多东西可以给主了。
We don't want to give.
但是呢，我们不想给。
That's the problem.
这才是问题。
Okay, next.
And then she said sometimes Krishna using us in the kind of unpleasant way. For example, during the time when we run the service, we have been misunderstood by the others, or we have been attacked by the others. And if in this situation we still, remain in a peaceful mood and continuously to do whatever we need to do, that's not easy.
Yeah, it's not easy, but we should do that.
对，是不容易，但是我们得做。
You should say, what is Krishna teaching me through this adverse situation?
那我们就必须呢，要在这种逆境中去看、去想 ，Krishna 到底要通过这个要教我什么？
Why I've been treated like that? Why this devotee is doing that to me? What Krishna wants to teach me?
对，为什么他们这样对我呢？为什么这个奉献者这样来对我？是 Krishna 到底想从这个来教我什么？
What is the lesson that Krishna wants me to learn?
是 Krishna 他想让我从这件事情学到什么教训呢？
Maybe I should be more tolerant.
那也许我可能需要更加的容忍，
Maybe I should be more humble.
或者我应该更加的谦卑，
And maybe I should not expect any honor from others.
或者说呢，我就不应该祈求着从其他的人得到任何的尊敬之情。
And yet always give honor to others.
但是我也要时刻的尊敬其他的人，
This is not easy,
但这不容易，
but there is always an opportunity.
但是总是有机会的。
The Lord is always giving us opportunity to do better.
因为呢，主他总是给我们一个机会，让我们能够做得更好。
But oftentimes we don't seek those opportunities.
但是经常呢，我们就不会去寻求这样的机会。
The Lord is very personal with us.
其实主呢，他对我们来说是非常的这个个人化的，
Because he loves us more than we never will be able to love him.
这个是 Krishna 他对我们的爱是永远我们都不可能达到的那种爱他的程度。
And he never stopped loving us.
而且是 Krishna 他也从来就没有停止过爱我们。
So the problem is on our side. Krishna is always doing the best for us. So any situation as something positive in our lives, we just don't see it.
那其实呢 ，Krishna 他其实一直都是非常的爱我们的，只不过呢，就是我们没有看到。就比如说，当有这个积极的事情，这个正面的事情发生在我们的事情上的时候，发生在我们身上的时候，我们就没有看到这个是 Krishna 对我们的爱。
Krishna writes very straight on crooked lines.
那么当就是 就是这根线是弯的时候，是 Krishna 他也是直着走的。
There's a Chinese for that?
No, I just translated as meaning.
That's a Christian way. Christians say God writes straight in crooked lines. Even the lines are not straight, still the writing is very straight. Means even though the situation does not seem favorable, seem very negative, Krishna is always a good purpose for us, a good intention for us.
那他跟说的意思呢，就是哪怕是这根线是很弯曲的，但是呢，是 Krishna 他也在很直的这种状态下在上面走。那意思就是说，哪怕我们是处在一个非常逆境的状态下，但实际上 Sri Krishna 他是有一个美意要留给我们的，所以呢，即便是处在逆境之中，也是 Sri Krishna 的美意。
The problem is that we miss so many opportunities.
但是问题就在于我们其实是错过了很多的机会。
Next question.
Radhananda 妈的问题 ，Hare Krishna， 请问金刚大叔，想问什么样的灵魂坠入地狱，什么样的灵魂坠入轮回？非常感恩。Hare Krishna, dear Ashu, my question is that what kind of souls will fall into hell, and what kind of souls will fall into the incarnation?
Well, every soul is incarnated. If it does not go back to the spiritual world, it incarnates in another form, either in a hellish situation or in a good materially good situation.
OK， 就是这个灵魂，它只要还没有回到灵性世界，它就一直是处在轮回的状态下的，它就一直都会在这个生死间轮转。它或者是这个轮回是进入到了这个地狱的境界，或者是进入到了更好的境界。
Those who are very, very sinful, after leaving their bodies, they're going to experience some hellish punishment that is inflicted upon their subtle body, set in a subtle form. Very horrible pain, very horrible suffering. So much that when they will take birth as a cockroach, they'll feel so happy. Oh, I can move around. I'm not burning in hell anymore. So in order to adopt the soul that was in a human form of life, because of being very sinful, is exposed to much horrible suffering in hell, in a subtle body, before being given a lower form of life. So whatever lower form of life they're going to take, they will feel, oh, finally finish all that. I have a body, I can move around. Where is my cockroach wife?
就是这个，比如说他现在是一个人类的这个身体，然后呢，他犯了很多的罪。那么在这种很罪恶的这个人的时候呢，他在下一次的这个同生的时候，他是会到地狱去受苦的。而他这个地狱受苦的这个状态呢，是他的这个精微的躯体在受很严重的这种苦。那么当他受了很多很多苦之后呢，就这种苦就是难以言表的这种苦。那他的苦受完了之后呢，他就被进入到了一个非常低等的这个生物体里面。比如说，他就进入到了一个蟑螂的生物体里面，这个躯体里面。当他进入到蟑螂的躯体里面以后呢，他就会觉得特别的开心，他就想，哎呀，我终于算是从那个特别痛苦的那个地狱的精微躯体的那个苦痛中终于解救出来了。我现在终于可以在一个躯体里面，然后可以动了。然后他就开始琢磨了，哎，我的那个蟑螂妻子在哪里啊？Are you going to say more, or are you going to say more, or are you going to move next to question?
Yeah, next question.
OK， 下面这个问题是猪的问题。因为突拉西叶怕烫，我在牛奶上放了一个勺子，把突拉西叶放入勺子里，牛奶和突拉西叶没有直接接触，这样可以吗？感阿叔和大大。Because the tulasi leaf is afraid of to be burned, afraid of the heat. So when I offer the milk, on the top of the milk cup, I place a spoon, and I place the tulasi leaves in the spoon, and the spoon is on the top of milk. So in this case, the tulasi leaf and the milk are not contacted directly. So I wonder if this type of offer is okay.
when she boils the milk, after boiling the milk and put the milk in a cup for the offering, she just put the tulasi leaf there. Never mind what was going to happen to the leaf. She's in the offering. That's what the important.
是这样的啊，就是当您煮了牛奶之后，然后把牛奶给倒到杯子里面，然后要去供奉的时候，这会儿就在这牛奶里面放突勒西叶子就可以了。这会儿您不用担心这个叶子是不是会被烫着，因为您是在向主供奉这个牛奶，在这个在这个牛奶里放突勒西叶子是更重要的。
Yeah. We need to put the offering and the tulasi leaf, and the Krishna wants a tulasi leaf. So what's happened to the tulasi leaf when you put in hot preparation is obviously it's going to shrink and dry or whatever. But don't worry about that.
因为您呢是在向Sri Krishna 供奉，那么这个Sri Krishna 在供奉的这个食物里面，他是希望能够看到突勒西的，所以说呢，您就不用再多虑其他的问题，你就把这个突勒西叶放在你的供奉的餐食里面就好了。那么当放到这个里面以后呢，这个突勒西的这个叶子呢，可能会这个蔫掉，或者呢是会变得干掉，反正它就会跟这个食物接触之后呢，它会有一些反应，但这个呢是我们不需要担心的。
Next.
Radha Maji 的问题，请问阿叔，家人每天只念诵一圈可以为主做 prasada 吗？深深感恩。阿叔 ，my question is that if any of my family members, if only chant one round a day, if it's okay for this one round chanter offer the prasada to the Lord. Thank you very much.
I mean, if she's chanting with the intention of serving the Lord, then yeah, can offer certain.
就是如果他要是念诵，而且呢是这个他的这个目的念诵是为了要向主做服务的话，那么他在这样的一种状态、这样一种心境下，他是可以为主做菩萨的。下面这个问题是，我应该是灵慧问题哈，灵慧妈姐的问题，感觉必须通过托勒西来获得 Krishna 的爱，有些被限制，为什么？是处处受限制的灵魂，为什么是处处受限制的灵魂？为什么是受制约的灵魂？I feel that if we must place a tulasi leaf, if we must through the tulasi Devi to obtain the to gain the love of the Lord, I feel it's kind of a restraint. It seems that the soul has been restrained in all the ways.
I don't follow that one.
Okay, I think what she said, this is kind of a common. She just feel that because we said that we only through Tulasi's mercy to obtain the love of Radha and Krishna, and also can actually go inside of the Lord Krishna's pastime in Vrindavan.
Yeah.
So she feels that this is more like a kind of compulsory thing, and she has been restricted. I mean, has been kind of constrained with this.
Or maybe you should not chant Hare Krishna. You should not take prasada because it's also a restriction. Don't follow the regulative principles because this is also a restriction. Too many restrictions. Just go back to Krishna. Don't follow any of these things.
那如果这么说的话，您这么说的话，那也不用念诵了，那也不用荣耀 prasada 了，那也不用遵守四项规范原则了。
Just go back to Krishna. Don't feel restricted.
那这样的话，其实因为这些都是限制啊。那这么说的话，那所有这些事都不用干了，就只是直接回 Krishna 那就行了，就不用任何的限制。
No, all these items of devotional service are meant to prepare us, to purify us, so we can go back to Krishna. Our hearts become so pure that we can go back to Krishna and engage in a loving relationship with him. So these are Tulasi Devi is there to help us. It's not to restrict our lives, it's to help us to become pure.
其实所有的这一切就是这个我们的四项规范原则，还有我们要做的这些规范性的活动，还有这个 突拉西用突拉西的这个叶子，其实这都是为了要让我们帮助我们的内心得到净化。当我们的内心得到净化之后呢，我们才有可能回到Sri Krishna的身边。那么这个突拉西它在这儿，它并不是要限制我们，而是在帮助我们，能够得到净化后得到主的爱。
Next question.
下面这个问题是有 Vati Vishakamaji 的问题，顶巴阿树的莲花族。我们修习 Krishna， 每天都为 Krishna 服务，这一生当中一直服务下去。Krishna，是把我们的业报清理的干净了，才能回归受生吗？感恩。She said, Ashu, please accept my humble obeisances to your lotus feet. We are practice Krishna consciousness, and we are rendering the service to the Lord every day. We are dedicated to render service in the whole lifetime. Then Krishna will clean all our karmic reaction, right? Then after everything has been cleaned, then we can go back to the Lord, go back home.
Yes.
Right? 是的，是这样的，是这样的。
Yes, but has to be really clean.
但是呢，我们必须得清得特干净才行。
Yes.
然后最后一个
takes a lot of work.
但是呢，就是这个清理是要很下功夫的，有很多活要干的。
Hare Krishna to Radhananda.
Radhananda Maji, Hare Krishna. You Google, so also translate Hare Krishna, or you read Hare Krishna in Chinese.
Yeah. 三住。
然后呢是三救的问题，顶巴阿叔的莲花族给 Krishna 供奉没有图拉西，主会接受吗？Ashu, please accept my humble obeisances to your lotus feet. If we offer to Lord Krishna without place tulsi, will Lord accept that offer?
No.
主不会接受。
So now your question may say, what about if I don't have leaves, and I'm in a situation I really don't have any leaves and I could not get from anyone? What should I do?
那所以呢，现在可能就有一个问题，那就是如果我要是没有图拉西叶子，而且呢我也没有办法，我就是自己没有种上，而且呢也没有办法从任何人那儿得到图拉西的叶子的话，那我该怎么办呢
？If you are really in a situation that we cannot get a tulasi leaf to put in your offering, then you offer in meditation. Meditation, you see yourself putting tulasi leaf in each preparation and ask the Lord to accept.
如果我们要是真的在一个完全没有办法找到图拉西叶的这个情况下的话，真的是出在这样一个情况下的话，那我们可以做的一件事情呢，就是在心意里面供奉，在心意里面冥想着自己把图拉西叶每一片叶放到了给主的这个餐食中。
Thank you for your wonderful questions.
非常感谢大家非常美好的问题。
A special thank you to Dana Kelly.
谢谢 Dana Kelly。
Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanande, Hari 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 Bo.
Ashu ki jai.